Hey, what's up, America? This is the Ace Michaels Show. I'm Ace Michaels. Happy to be here with you. Happy to be anywhere these days, especially since the plumpdemic happened. I spent so much time alone, not in that way, and I just damn near lost my mind. I'll be honest. I started talking to myself started talking back to me. I was like, man, can I binge watch any more episodes of that show? You remember I was watching so many different shows. I don't know if this happened to you. I was watching so many different binge watchable things that they just ran into each other. Like I couldn't tell from one to the other after a while. I was like, wait a minute, was this the show about the guy who's making the meth? No, this is the show about the kids that are baking the cookies. Oh, snap. Okay, well, either way, it was what it was. But now I'm happy to admit that I'm back to the world of job market. I'm back to the world of normalcy. Yay. So I brought someone on the show today who's going through the same thing that I'm going through, trying to get a career path going. Because before, back in the olden days, everything was a lot simpler. It was. You just got a job. You went to college. Well, first you went to college and then you got a job. But the point was that everything seemed to be on a path. You know, you had your job. You worked your job for a while. You worked your job until you got to the point where they gave you a watch. And that was basically it. That was life. Right? Now it's a different thing altogether. Now we don't know whether we're coming, whether we're going. We don't know a damn thing. So welcome to the show. For the first time, my visitor Johanna is with us today from Las Vegas. How you doing, dear?
Hi, my name is Johanna LeGrand, and I am so grateful to be invited onto the show. I am a little nervous. I just want to put that out there, but
I make women nervous. That's my superpower.
I'm not going to deny that could be a true statement. So I'm eager to kind of do something I've never tried before, and I'm feeling more excited every second that we're doing this. So I'm ready to go, and preparing to express myself about some interest and what passion I have towards certain creativity things that I have, and really excited to answer some of his questions that I have no idea what they are, and I'm
Well, my first question is about you were telling me about a job thing that you were getting ready to do, something about losing some weight or telling people how to lose weight or something about people need to wait to find out if they're going to get to lose weight. I don't know, something about, so you got to explain it because I barely, you're too pretty for me to pay too much attention to what you're saying. You know what I mean? There are some girls that I
red
listen
flags,
to,
people.
and then some I go, I can't concentrate on what she's saying because her eyes, her lips, hips. What? What did you say?
Well, whatever he
Huh?
said to describe
What?
what I was telling him prior does not relate in any way, and I said, and none of those words were verbatim. So basically, what I had expressed to him is my goal this year is to really get excited and dedicate a lot of my creative side and drive to better myself and become more healthy for me. But I'm really good with the aspect of encouraging others. I brighten a room because I genuinely care for people. I want to be there for others, and I have a way of understanding how to connect with people, and it makes them comfortable, and I want to be able to share that gift with the world. I feel like it's a blessing for me to be able to do that. And so if I can be an inspiration with the health coaching that I'm going to be receiving, and then I'll become certified, and then I can, help other people's dreams come true. And it's something that my best friend, Jackie from Colorado Springs, she has kind of been the entire reason that I have any faith in myself to even be able to do something so powerful, in my opinion, and to elevate women. And it's not just for women, but it's good to be that person that, you know, when people, and we all feel like this, we have either no desire or we're in fear that they're going to not understand what we're asking, so we don't reach out. But the ability to, you know, overcome your fears, or know that even if it is a program you signed up with, that the person that you're working with essentially would be, I'm referring to myself, but that actually cares and really does want you to aspire to have everything you want, and I can basically convince you and encourage you to get everything you always wanted for you to be happy, because every day you're happy, it's your choice.
That is real talk right there. I was going to try to say something to follow that, but I can't say anything to follow that except amen. So you are going to be a health coach is what the goal is, right? You're going to help
Yes.
people get their health together by coaching them. How exactly do you coach someone with their health? I know that life coaches do it. Life coaches are like, keep living. You got to keep living. I want 10 more reps of living. You barely living. Keep living. So I get what they do. What does a health coach do? Like, you're going to tell people, put that bologna down. Put it down. Now pick up some damn kale. Pick it up. Eat it. Eat that kale and you better like it.
I hate kale, so I would never make anyone do that to themselves. However, it depends on the person. Like, if it was my best friend or someone that I truly have seen struggling and I care for on a personal note, I would, you know, go above and beyond for them. And if I had to get down and dirty and say, put down the Spam or whatever it is.
Oh my God!
Because that's the most fattening thing ever.
What in the hell?
I love Spam.
What in the hell? Okay, listen. Thanks for stopping by. It's very nice to have met you today.
You're clearly not going to become a client.
We will keep in mind. We probably won't be in contact, but that's okay.
It's all right that you're lying. I can see straight through you.
Ma'am. Yuck. Anyway.
I meant it because it's so fattening. That's it.
No, I'm kidding. Spam's one of our sponsors. Wait, bye-bye Spam. Spam. Anyway. No, I'm kidding. So you're going to tell people what to eat, basically.
That is part of the program. You have a lot of different recipes that you can share with people. Mm-hmm. Also, once you become established with clients, you throw gatherings. You make a bunch of the food that you're promoting.
God, you just gave me an idea.
And basically, you get to know each other, and the people that you're coaching, they can network, and it just becomes like a whole unit, and basically family. And if I can't be there, then I know that the next person that I've helped, they can reach out to them because they just met at my gathering on Sunday. And I never really fully understood how these types of things can impact people or actually create those relationships. But when you're going through something that deep down, it just bothers you and you love yourself or you want to, but the fact that you don't know how to fix that thing, you've tried it all and you can't lose the weight. And I've been there a couple different times.
Did you used to be yourself pleasantly plump?
I was, but
Really?
I had my insecurities, and I wasn't comfortable with me. And it's not even about just being healthy, but it's about, I just was exhausted, all the time. And I just didn't feel like I was okay inside, I wasn't having symptoms of anything odd, but it was just, you just didn't feel that energy that you get if you dedicate 6 days to working out to jumpstart a program, and then all of a sudden you're basically burst into this ball of energy, and you can't wait to run the next day, and you've already determined that the only thing that's going to cure that muscle pain is that run that next day or that sprint, because I'm into more of the the high intensity interval.
Like you're doing high, when you say high intensity, what kind of workout are you talking about? You talking about scaling a castle and killing a dragon? What is high intensity workout?
Hey, if you want to go that far, you can, but no, it's basically you go from being in rest, you're resting, and then you just burst into the highest jump you can do, and you try to keep doing it. Or the sprinting, you're at rest, and then you just give everything you have, and it just builds the muscle. But with that type of thing, because your body can adjust so quickly to kind of building up the muscle if you maintain that specific routine every day. So you got to change things up and work on different areas of the body, like how they reference, oh, it's my leg day and arm day. These things are actually helpful, but if you don't know the questions to ask and you're not in that state of mind to be comfortable, but you feel that encouragement and that care, and you want to call because you're like, what am I missing? And I can just break it down in any way, shape, or form, because I have no judgment. All I want to do is, and in life, literally, I've always said this, I love everyone because I give people a chance and an opportunity to feel like the type of, I guess, love, because I refer to that like for everything. I love being in inspiration, and I love being able to help people see that they are perfect the way that they are. Like,
Oh, wow.
Encouragement and just, I love giving compliments, and I'll reach out to random people that I just happen to see a post and be like, I just randomly saw your picture, and I want to tell you that I think you're absolutely gorgeous, and I hope you have a great day, and hope that this, maybe put a smile on your face. And I just do this
That's a great sentiment.
all the time.
That's a great way to be. Wow. So let's talk about then, Johanna, let's talk about your personal history. What made you this way? Like, were you always this sunshiny person, or did you have a life-changing experience? Like, what made you become this?
All of the above. So my nickname growing up, my mom called me Happy Hannah. And I'm like Happy Hannah from the Bible. And I have pictures of me like at 3 reading a Happy Hannah little, I think they're called the Golden Book Collection or something. And then it turned into Happy Hannah Lovey, because I was always so snuggly and lovey and affectionate, and then it just stuck with me. But I was always just happy and eager to connect with my family. And honestly, for me growing up, it was like, if I have my family and we have a really nice meal that we can all sit down and enjoy together, I am blessed. This is the best day ever,
Really?
Type
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Like, I'm very simple,
like core,
because that is
core
all that
essence
I
of
feel
happiness.
that matters in life. I've never been materialistic. It's nice to want to have things that would make you, your comfort creatures and things like that. But I'm more simple. And yes, I like fashion, but I don't go overboard. I try to, come up with great ideas, and I even go to thrift stores. Like, why not? I've come up with a whole bunch of Michael Kors and tons of stuff that's pretty, not worn at all. So a couple $10 for something that's like 200, I think, is a steal. Why not give it a chance?
Yeah.
That's every little step forward or action that you take. If you believe that you're going to find something, and you believe that you're going to get on your right path, and you're on the positive mindset, and you're on the right track, and you take those little steps that you think aren't that they're not going to make that much of a difference, eventually it becomes that habit, and then you start to form the ability to just do it without even thinking about it, and it just progressively becomes this amazing pattern, and you develop and grow, and it's beautiful. And the reason why I've been able to do that pretty rapidly, honestly, is because the writing helps. I like to write, and it has helped me process and express things. And I learned also on a spiritual aspect that when you speak things out loud, even if it's just to yourself, you can kind of get a understanding and grasp of a different perspective of what you thought you heard, or you thought you might have been offended by, or what you thought you told yourself or convinced yourself. You speak it out loud and you hear it completely different, and you're like, it opens up a different world entirely. And
Wow.
it's just kind of cool because I take it to the next level, and I'm very empathic, and I can easily experience, even like tragic or traumatic incidences with people, but obviously happiness and light I can absorb, but I can step into basically anyone's shoes and kind of go through that emotion with them,
Oh, wow.
and like pull some of that from them and relieve them, and then I can brush it off of me. And I feel like I was born to heal people, and I was married for a really long time, and
Well, it probably seemed like a really long time.
13 years, and together like basically like 7. It was a long time since
Yeah,
I was 18.
Marriage, anyway, that's another
But
show.
no, it was more so to just say that right after we were separated, I finally found some zodiac thing online that was like, the Libra female is supposed to help the Aries male develop who he is and understand what his passions are, and
I presume you're
build
talking about
him,
your
my
ex was
ex.
the Aries man, and
Yes.
you were the Libra female.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't think you were talking about a different couple. All of a
No,
sudden,
but
okay, this
but
was
that
you
I'm
guys.
happy to
Mm-hmm.
have read that it says that I encourage and uplift and help them develop the obvious understanding and respect for themselves that they've never had, and help them blossom and bloom into who they're supposed to become, and then I set them free. And
Oh,
it might
wow.
it might not be in the
How
best
you gonna go
way.
set somebody free? That's messed
It's
up.
I got set free, but I set them free because I was happy, that
Yeah.
I could do something like that, and it might not be the best of circumstances, but I don't regret, living life and feeling like I've helped people and encouraged people, and I just feel that love is this pure universal gift from God, and it flows through me, and I'm prouder than anything to represent it, and I try to, I guess, fulfill that desire with basically every thought I have, even if I don't always get to say it or act it out. I'm always thinking positively and trying to put positive energy out there towards others, and bring things, good to just the world in general. You
Okay.
can manifest happiness for anyone.
So while you were saying all that, like I said, I'm a guy, so my mind kind of went to like different topics. I was like, Star Wars v football.
It's all right. I
Star
was
Wars
rambling.
v
I'm
football.
sorry.
Oh no. But anyway, what I did, seriously, while you were talking about Aries and Libra,
Yeah.
I decided to pull up some facts on the Google. You see, because the Google rules the world.
That's where I read
The Google
my
is the
thing.
ish, right? So I pulled up some facts on the Google. So I want to get your idea, since you're empathic. I want to run some of these facts by you, and you tell me yay or nay or what you think. Okay, so the first thing that came up was the Aries man and the Libra woman says she is gentle and tender and often indulges in sweet talks with him. Was that what is that real? Is that a thing?
Absolutely.
Really?
And he would engage. He was
Really?
very
Wow.
sensitive as well.
Wow. Okay. All right. I ain't mad at that. Okay, so this says this dynamic duo. Were you guys dynamic? Your duo
We
ship?
were a power
was-
couple for a long time.
Wow. The dynamic duo has an immediate love connection. Were you guys immediately connected?
I hated him for the first 6 months, and then
Oh, that sounds immediate.
then after I saw that he wasn't just an arrogant person with a facade, and that he
Yeah.
may have some sort of characteristics that I could possibly, be interested in and look past all the other. But we had a genuinely nice talk because he came to me in tears, and I have honestly had that happen a lot through my life. I'm very easy to talk to, and people have an urge to just unfold or fall apart, and they know they're going to feel, if they haven't seen or witnessed it already, that I will, comfort them, I will embrace them, and I will make them smile. Damn it.
and this says that the attraction between the two signs will be undeniable.
Undeniable.
What is undeniable? You can't even deny it if you wanted to. You can't deny it because it's undeniable. Try to deny it right now.
We've been apart for 7 years, so I can deny it now. But just saying. In fact, in August, I denied that shit.
Very nice. All right. Well, we're out of time, so we'll have to do this game again another time. Hopefully, you'll come back and do the show again. Now, if we want to become pleasant stalkers on the internet, we want to kind of come close to sleeping in your bushes without actually doing that. What do we need to do on the www to stay in touch with you?
I'm on Facebook at Hannah C. Legrand. No space between the L-E and the capital G. And then I'm on Insta as onelovey_6, I believe. If not, he can post about this later. I've honestly just indulged in social media like full on in the last probably 9 months. So it was only Facebook before.
Yeah, you're killing it now, though.
I'm trying to just, bring in people that have or post encouraging things to me so
Absolutely.
that I have, been able to absorb something that I became exposed to that I really wasn't expecting to. And I think that everything happens for a reason, and blessings are constantly upon us as long as we choose to believe they are.
And that is what's up. I can't close the show stronger than that. Hey, it's the Ace Michaels Show. Check out Hannah C. Legrand on Facebook. And Johanna is in there somewhere. I don't know where the Johanna's going to come from, but don't even worry about it. Just go to Hannah C. Legrand, and everything will work itself out. It's the end of the show. You know what I say every day, and I mean it. Live the life you love. Love the life you live. Thank you. How'd that feel?
I felt good. I felt like I was kind of all over the place, but it was who I am.
You might have